Here are some small business loan scams and business loan scams in general that you need to be aware of, how to avoid them, and what to do in case it happens, and how to move forward. Hi, this is Michael with Viral Funding Solutions. I'm a business loan broker expert who's helped out a lot of people get away from those scammers, non-legitimate entities, or they are legitimate, but they're not going to work best for them, to get you the best strategic partnership and roadmap for longer term I can help with. So let's get right into it. One of the common ones I see, and it can kind of go underneath the radar where you may not see it, is an email where somebody is pretending to be perhaps like myself, which I'll get into a little bit about what happens there, and or an organization slash lender slash institution, company, etc. And in that email, they might have the right subject line, the right signature, but the body of it may not be, or it may be, maybe copied and pasted. But the emails where you need to look at as well and see if it's a normal Gmail account, is it a Yahoo account, probably not a professional one. And even the body, like I said, can look a little off. The messaging, the communication, maybe somebody pretending to be like me, and I wouldn't talk like that. So when you know me, you know how I normally speak and how I get my message across. And so sometimes you have to take more than 2 looks, like 10 looks at times. I know how that sounds, but everything may look clean, but the signature sometimes may be off as well. Something in that email will throw you off, and these individuals may end up just emailing you over and over, calling you, text messaging you, even acting on behalf of maybe myself or a different organization, say, hey, this is this with XYZ. I just wanted to see if you were still interested in getting funding, or if you were going to send over the documents. And it kind of sounds legitimate. And you might question, well, where's Michael? And you go, well, this is his teammate and this is somebody else trying to help. Okay, so be very aware of that. And then you can consult with me, check in with me. I have a lot of business owners and businesses who do come to me where they're already in this position and they're struggling to find out if it is legitimate. Another one would be somebody telling you to send them money for an application fee or any upfront costs. There are hidden costs. They may not tell you that part. They'll tell you probably to send them a few $100 to $200 and or 300 to 1,000 plus to get started, to just send over an application, to send over the documents. And no lender should be asking for this. The majority of them should not, like 100%, 99.99 of them. And a lot of reason these scammers, they do this, or they're maybe not scamming, but the majority of it is because they make money on the upfront. They know how difficult it could be to get somebody approved. I know that for a fact. I get people every day who come into my applications, legitimate, and I give people the best lenders and underwriters, best network. And I've been in your position, and I run multiple businesses, so I know how difficult it is in being in that position to get funding myself and having to navigate around these, getting the emails and all that. So I've been in that position, and so you can learn from that. But they do this thing where they ask you for money up front, send them an application or do a few things. They'll even, another thing you have to look out for is, hey, send me this on WhatsApp. Let's communicate there. They don't even say send me money yet. They say, let's reach out to me on WhatsApp, reach out to me on Telegram or wherever it is. Maybe it's in the DM of a social site. Be very careful. And if it's somebody pretending to be like me, please verify that account. It's very obvious. Sometimes we just don't do that because it takes less effort to look at it, or we just forget about it. But click the account, make sure it's me, and verify that it is, because there are a lot of people pretending to be like me. And we are asking, why is that? If this is your first time seeing me, because I really deliver for people on a personal and human level first, and then in business. You don't want to just go to a robotic machine, do you? Or go to some customer service rep, or just call in a company all the time. You want to get it from an expert business loan broker, where you can't always find this information publicly. There's a lot that I know on the inside internally from lenders and underwriters and experience doing this, getting companies funded millions upon millions, those who are looking for just 6 figures, those who are looking for less than 6 figures in funding and can only get that, to startups and all different types of services in different industries and backgrounds, etc. So just be very careful of somebody trying to reach out to you that's pretending to be like me on Facebook. I've seen those accounts. I've tried to report them. TikTok, I've tried to really delete some comments. They just keep coming up. And then Instagram and even YouTube, people just commenting. Be very, very careful about doing that. There's been people that have been pretending to be like me, have contacted my own clients, and then those clients, they come to me and they say, "Hey, Michael, somebody's pretending to be like you." And I go, "Yeah, I've been trying to," and there's probably a new one that comes up trying to get them removed. Sometimes it happens fast, sometimes it doesn't. All right, so that's another one. Okay, a huge one that I see, and that's kind of three, so I guess we can go four-ish, five-ish here, is where you're being contacted by a company and you're told to send them the application and stuff, but they'll send you like pre-approval, and it looks so legitimate, like an offer already. You're like, whoa, is this what I'll be getting? And they send some contract over and they tell you to sign it. I've had individuals who come to me, and it happens all the time, will continue to happen, where that client will then send me what the lender or that organization sent them in the contract, and I go, no, that's not legitimate. And I go, with the revenue that that business owner is doing and everything else considered, they would no way be able to get this and even be able to afford it. So they might be bait and switching you, or they're just going to extract something out of your accounts. You do not want to be caught in fraud, even if it wasn't caused by you. And that has a lot of repercussions with getting future financing. So if there's just something you need to verify, a company, a lender, organization, please do so. And if you have, I'll get back to you here soon. I do get sometimes quite flooded. And that's a good thing. When you work with the best, you'll get the best treatment. And patience is a virtue, and it'll really pay off once you see that. So be very careful about somebody telling you, hey, well, you can get approved for, or hey, just send us over this, and yeah, we can get you a monthly repayment of 80,000. You're doing 10,000. Yeah, we can do 80,000. And they're going to overpromise and underdeliver, and they're going to bait and switch you. They're going to say, oh, this didn't work, but we can try to do this. And they might be legitimate. That's another thing. Or they might not be legitimate and try to get you to take something that you shouldn't. And so that's where you have to be careful of these scammers out there. And they become so meticulous about this, and just calling you, texting you, emailing you, sending you approvals, saying, hey, here's an offer. And you don't know that, but it's a pre-approval. It just looks like an approval. Or they try to get you an approval to sign something, but then they're going to do something to your accounts, cause fraudulent activity. And they're a lot of the times just looking to get money. I mean, that's what scammers are there for, just to make themselves money. They don't really care about that person. If they did, they wouldn't be doing that. And they would be communicating with you and caring about you. So those are just a few scams. Unfortunately, it happens in this industry. And it sometimes is hard to spot. And there are more. I can go on forever on this video. I do want to cut it short though. There are always new scams that are coming out, organizations that look the part. They do their marketing and advertising well, or well enough. I can spot it out. And it just doesn't end up working for you. And be careful also of going to online marketplaces. I'm not saying all are scams. There are some out there though. And they'll send your information to other third parties, whether they're legitimate lenders or not. You're not always getting the best look, the best underwriting. And it's not always in your best interest, because your credit can then be shopped around, and then you'll be getting contacted by a lot of various lenders, whether they're legitimate or not. You don't get the maximum amount, best rates and terms, early payment discounts. You can even get with what I have, and I have an exclusive partnership, and I have the best lenders and network of underwriters and so forth. But you can earn 2% on all fundings. Just when you get funded, you can refer somebody else and bring them through the door, somebody who needs that help in their business as well as themselves. You know, they're struggling, they have a lot of amount of stress, maybe personally. But that's another thing. And then 1% on employee retention credit. There's a few programs and exclusive stuff that I have and within my network. But I'll leave more information down below if I haven't said this already, especially a questionnaire form where you can get in touch with me, And this will be where you can fill out a very personalized and customized questionnaire, where then you'll get a personalized and customized email response from yours truly on your best funding option and options, thoroughly broken down. And this is from a real business loan broker expert, guys. This is not no fluff. This isn't theory. I won't cut corners. I'll show you everything you need to in that email, where you literally can get started from there in the application, and you'll know that it's right to get started because you would have seen everything, all objections you may have, why you're getting this kind of payment versus that kind of payment, and everything you need to know about where you are now to where you can be. Or if you're up here, you're up there. If you're here, okay, how do we get you there? Up here, we might want to move back a little bit to get back up, or even higher. So these are just some of the many, again, business loan scams, small business loan scams that do exist. It's unfortunate. But to mitigate that, just do your due diligence, use common sense. Sometimes it's hard to tell, and you are using it, and it's just so sneaky and secret that sometimes you have to ask me and see if they are. And if they are, they're not always going to be the best for you. Like I said again, I've worked with the best. Usually I compete and we usually beat everybody for a lot of the time. It's because of who we know at times as well, not always that exact like other way of doing it. It's who we know a lot of the times. And when I can take your file to a specific lender and they go, okay, that's Michael, and they know I've worked with them and they know what I can do and how I can deliver for them, and that I'm really there for you in your best interest. I'm not looking out for my interest. I'm not looking for just to make a dollar or more. So I'm going to take you to this service because I can make more. That's not when I'm in it. I really do care about you. And as an introvert, I know how that may sound, but I do like to open up when I can, and it's hard for me too. You got to peel me back like an onion, one layer at a time. And I'm not asking you to open up everything to me, but just to have some common ground would be helpful. But yeah, that will conclude everything. Look for all resources down below. Avoid these business loan scams, and there are more of them out there. They're all coming up as I'm talking here. There's more of them on Telegram. Oh, and even telling you to send money through PayPal or another way, Venmo me. Be very careful of doing that. There are grant scams out there, PPP loan, EIDL loan scams, sending the people telling you to send them an application, or private investors, bank loan scams, people of every sort of different countries. Couldn't imagine the stories that I've been given from clients telling me how, people in Nigeria and India, and it's not no knockdown to that culture or nothing like that. And there's other backgrounds that are doing it as well, but it's unfortunate. Just avoid them and consult with myself, and I will really get you on the right track. I promise you that. I'm going to show you what you should be doing, what you shouldn't be doing in this time, in this meantime, and then the building blocks for everything else, not just the business loan, but building business credit, personal credit, and other forms in this world, as well as helping you in your business, your bottom line, and maybe how to market and advertise yourself, and so much more. So that's everything from me. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and do so. Click that bell notification icon so you do not miss any future content I'll be coming out with. And if I didn't say this, please like the video if you got value. Share with others who you feel will find value out of it, and so they don't get scammed. They don't go into a situation where maybe it is legitimate, but it isn't the best for them. I've been in this industry long enough to know, not only because I've gotten funding myself, but because as an expert who really knows his stuff, I will guide you down the right path. That is all for now. Take care. Bye.